Hello and welcome back to Hal TV. Today we will be looking at the Silverstone AP123 fan. So this is a blue UV 120mm fan, and this is the video review. So if you want to check out the unboxing and get a nice, good kind of all-round look at this product, go check that out. And we also have the full in-depth written review, so if you want to check that out you can as well. Links will be down below. But let's go in and take a look at this fan with the video review now.
So this is what comes with the fan. This is the full package. Basically, you don't get that many accessories. You get 4 fan screws and you get 4 anti-vibration mounts. Now, the anti-vibration mounts aren't the best design because they won't all be hidden within the fan itself. However, they are a nice black and they will get almost hidden just by their colour, because they'll kind of blend into the background. That is if you have a black painted case. So moving on to the fan, we'll put the accessories to one side and we'll start with the cable. So we have a 50cm cable, so you don't need to worry about extensions or anything. This is another reason why it didn't come with a 30cm extension or whatever, is because it basically already has it on it. So we have a black connector, and we actually have a really high quality sleeving. It is a plastic sleeving, so it's not the nicest texture and it is somewhat glossy. However, it is really high quality. You can't see the colours or anything through this sleeving, and no matter how much you try and push it together to kind of get it spread out, you can't. So really high quality sleeving right here. Maybe they could have used a better material. However, you know, there's nothing at all to worry about here in terms of the colour. However, if we turn it around, you will see that basically this fan, like almost every other fan on the market, the sleeving does stop around 1 centimeter from the fan itself, and we have the yellow, red and black cables from there, which is annoying because this is such a nice fan. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the blue and everything, it's just a beautiful fan. That's the Hal TV blue. Basically, it's the tiniest shade off the Hal TV blue, which is one of the reasons I love it, and hence why the Hal TV blue is the Hal TV blue. And it's, yeah, then you turn it around and you have these annoying colours here. So this isn't something that just Silverstone do. Basically every manufacturer does it. But moving on to the chassis, we have the air penetrator grille, which is on all AP fans. So there's nothing really to talk about here that's new. But the chassis itself, we have basically the most plain and simple chassis. And I'm not complaining. Yes, I would like some sort of anti-vibration mounts or something, but what we get here is a chassis that does not detract from the blue of the fan. Now this is a UV blue. I'm gonna keep talking about the color of the fan, and having a black kind of chassis means that you're only looking at the fan itself. You're not looking at like the surrounding bit. You're looking at these blades, and that's really what I want from a fan. So yeah, basically that is all the boring part of the air penetrator fan. But now we have the blades themselves, and I know I've kind of been talking about them, but specifically the blades, we have a 9-blade fin arrangement split into 3 groups. Now these 3 groups are the larger, then the medium, and then the small, and there's other characteristics of the blades that are slightly different. However, the whole kind of theory behind the design is that they're different, and so they affect the way the air flows in different ways to help reduce noise and it kind of maintain the performance as well. So that is the design side of the review, and let's move on to the performance. And we have a few special things here for the performance that Silverstone asked us to specifically test because it was something that they had been working on with this fan. So you've got some special things within this review, so let's move on to that.
So on to performance, we tested it against a stock fan, kind of the kind of fan that you would get with a case if you bought it, and it the NF-F12 and the NF-P12. Now, in terms of results that I'm going to talk about in the video review rather than the written review, I'm only going to focus on the F12 because it was more closely related to the F12 in terms of performance than the other two. So I'm almost going to disregard any other results because they just aren't as important. So noise levels, exactly the same noise level as the F12. However, the F12 was a slightly higher pitch and so was more noticeable. So this is better than the F12 in terms of noise level, and this is all at 12 volts. In terms of airflow, obviously the F12 beats it, and obviously on static pressure it beats it as well. But that's only around from a centimetre away. Take the testing back to 10, 20, 30 centimetres away, and the AP123 actually stole the show with the F12 only performing about half as good as the AP123 from that distance. And this was while the F12 was actually being more noticeable in terms of noise than the AP123. I said F12 there, didn't I? Yes. The AP123 was less noticeable and a better performer over long distances. So if you're going to be using it as a case fan to kind of direct the airflow, or if you're going to be using it on a heatsink and then having to try and get it outside the case, say you have it in, say, the bottom of it at TJ11 or something like that. We also noticed that at 7 volts, this actually performed quite well, making it a nice silent performer. So if you want a nice fan that is quiet and you can direct the airflow, obviously this is a really nice fan to use. So moving on to the other kind of testing that we did and our results from them, and it's a live demonstration, so I hope you like it. So Silverstone actually requested that we did a live demonstration of what the fan sounds like when put up against a fan grill, to really prove to you the effect that their sort of design has when put up against a fan grill. So we have the AP123 here for testing, and also for reference we will be doing the NF-F12. Now, we did do a video using the P12, and if you guys request it, we will upload that specifically for you. But for now, we will just do the AP123 and the F12 because they are the most closely related in terms of their design. The AP123 is kind of in its own category, but the F12 is the closest that we have. So this is what the fan sounds like 2 to 3 inches away from the grill. And then when put up against the grill, I'm going to make sure that it's lined up with the mounting holes, because that is kind of important. And that's what it sounds like now. Away on the grill. And now in comparison, we have the F12, which is actually louder anyway. They're not actually, they are exactly the same in terms of loudness, in terms of noise, but this is a higher pitch, so you will notice it more. But this is what it sounds like 2 to 3 inches away. And then when put up against the grill, you'll notice the noise that makes. It goes a much higher pitch. The AP123 in some of our testing actually lowered its pitch due to this. So that is essentially what the air penetrator fans have been sort of designed to deal with. So essentially, if you are going to be going for that kind of fan in which static pressure and everything is really a big factor, or just general directed airflow, the air penetrator fan is actually very efficient if you're going to be using it on some sort of fan grill. So I'll put my face back on the tripod, I'll put my face on the tripod, I'll put the camera back on the tripod, and I will say a few things and then say goodbye. So on to my conclusion and then a really quick goodbye, because I'm sorry that this video has taken so long. Basically, this is what I would refer to as a premium fan, but it doesn't really have the kind of the premium extras. It's basically a fan that kind of takes the definition of premium and changes it slightly. So you're actually getting a premium fan and a extremely high quality, just gorgeous fan, and you're paying only a fraction of the price. I know they are still somewhat expensive, but compared to a lot of their competitors and compared to other air penetrator fans, this is actually really quite cheap. So if you are looking for a fan that is not that expensive and has everything that you need for it to just run and work, and doesn't come with all the extra accessories that you won't use and would have to pay for anyway, this is a really good choice for you. Now, we did not particularly like it when we got it out of the box and turned it on straight away, because we did find that it was a little too loud for our liking. However, it is perfect for running at 7 volts, and compared to a lot of its competition, it is actually better in a lot of cases, especially as you've seen in our live demonstration. So there is nothing I can't recommend about this fan, other than obviously if you want the extras, you might have to go out and get them from some sort of third party. Now, in terms of awards, we gave this our silver award, receiving 17 out of 20 in our verdict. If you want to check out the written review and really get the more in-depth details on that, links will be down below. Also, if you want to check out anything else on our website, go over and bookmark it, because there's a lot of content that you won't find anywhere else on the Haltech TV network. You might as well also head over to the Facebook page as well as mine, give them a like, so you get the most up-to-date and background and behind the scenes information and stuffs over there. Also, if you want to ask us a question, whether it be just a general question on products to request a review, or just for general business, use the appropriate email down below. I'm Hal Thompson. This has been another Haltech TV video. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.